All right, so we should be back. Let's see. Hopefully, um, just waiting for the little thing to say that it went live or whatever. Um, let's see. Let's see here. Oh, maybe if I hit that button too. I don't know. Maybe they just. Okay, I see the people that are there at the event, so we'll just go from there. I guess maybe the YouTube is gonna look at it and say, "Hey, man, we just gonna do this." But you know what? I could do something else too, so I can see people that in the chat without having to go and look through YouTube. So that's oh well, I got to put all this stuff information and stuff in. So I guess I will try to do that while I'll discuss this with you. But you know what? Hey, this is how it works. Technology at its best, ladies and gentlemen. Technology at its best. But I am back. It shut the video down. I get it. I understand it. It is what it is. Just come back and just do whatever. I mean, I do want to for I know the people that just probably maybe coming here and hasn't heard what I was saying earlier. I do want to just kind of do a quick run through, just talk about like basically, big shout out to Obsidian for what they done, for having a really good successful launch, especially on Steam. This whole aspect of this whole thought process when people thought that when Xbox was making this move to put some of their put their games on PC, they just kind of looked at it was this Xbox death wish. All of this was going to be done, and there was going to only and then with Game Pass, it was just nothing going to be filler games, games that wasn't going to be fully complete. Which in some cases, when you look at like Bleeding Edge, you look at Sea of Thieves, and then kind of like how State of Decay 2 kind of first came out. Those games, they weren't fully complete, but the fact of it was is that when you the biggest seller of anything, especially for a service game, which you just look at Sea of Thieves, how it was in the very beginning to how it is now. And then when you look at State of Decay 2, it was already robust. It was just broken. They fixed that, and they enhanced all these other things for free. And these games keep evolving and keep growing. I mean, we look at Bleeding Edge; they have new characters. They should show that there's another character that they're going to bring. There's a couple of new stages. I can't wait for them to bring another mode as well onto Bleeding Edge. But then you just look at the stuff with other games that they have, and now you look at Grounded, and Grounded again didn't look like it was going to be on that same wavelength as Sea of Thieves. It's just as kind of bare bones like. It looked like it had plenty to do, and that game is just going to continue to grow. So the whole strategy of what people have been saying that they're just going to be filler games, obviously it's not resonating with a lot of gamers because these games, especially Sea of Thieves, is selling like crazy on Steam and is also selling on. And then you look at Grounded, and then of course you look at the Halo Master Chief Collection, which was probably one of the most broken games. It was the most ambitious, but it was the most broken game that you could think about at the time. I don't know if I've ever played a game. I don't know, man. There's been some broken games, so I won't say. But Master Chief Collection, especially such a big budget title, and then it was really ambitious, and there was nobody that's really done anything like that. Because even when people talk about the Nathan Drake collection, it was bare bones compared to what the Master Chief collection was. And I told Xbot and others, I said they're not going to give up on it. That project was too big, and it means too much to a lot of gamers about Halo. Halo just is that game, and of course you see how big Halo is, and then they made sure that they're taking the right steps, and they're bringing in Halo into the Master Chief Collection in pieces, and it's just working like magic for them. So the whole thought process about games going over to PC, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So anyway, let's see. Can you guys hear me? Hold on, let me make sure that you guys can hear me. Yeah, you guys can hear me. Oh, but yeah, I don't have my thing over there, so let me go ahead and push that over there. Kind of looks kind of weird. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? I can't find it now. Oh well, I can sit there and give it there. It's just weird because YouTube is just kind of like got me just completely to where I can't see the chat at all. Maybe if I go somewhere else and look. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, I see Van that popped up in here, but that's somewhere else. So I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on. Anyway, they kind of just maybe forced me into another area to where you guys can see me and hear me, but I have no idea. So I'll figure it out once I see it. But and I'll get it cleared up and fixed. So, but other than that, back to what I was saying, talking about Spider-Man. Spider-Man is one of those things where it's kind of like it's confusing because if the rumor is true, then it's anti-consumer, and it's also a slap in the face to people who already own that game. I mean, it's a really good bargain for people who don't have a place who will get a PlayStation 5 who's never owned it. So it's one of those things where you got to just say, damn. It's a benefit for them, but if that game is $70, and if that game is also, and the only thing they're giving you is just a game that you already owned, and then you see Miles Morales is only just it's not even really a true a true second, next gen, sequel, which we already know it's not. Then what it's going to be is it's just problematic, man. I just think that it's a hustle, and there's going to be people that's going to damage control for it, and it's going to be sad. It's going to be sad because they're going to damage control and say, look, it's just like this. If they give the game for free, or if they have an option to where the game is like 30, $40, if you already own Spider-Man, then that saves face. But if it doesn't, and it's like, man, you got to have them both together, and because they're a remaster, and they said that they just put the ray tracing on it, and they got the performance mode, then that's a joke. That is an absolute joke. And then what's that mean for what they're doing with the backwards compatibility? I just don't know. I don't know whatsoever. So another thing to look at is what's going on, and what they don't want you to know about is about the baseball game, about MLB. Now we talked about this rumor. This wasn't even a rumor. This came out, I think, late last year, where the MLB pretty much put the statement, to put the stake in the ground and said, look, this is what we're going to have to do. The game is just not generating enough revenue. We want to broaden the scope. We want baseball to be on all different platforms. And then, of course, they heard about EA was about to come and bring back another baseball game. There was also a rumor, which I don't think that was true, where Xbox was going to try to work on bringing a baseball game themselves. I don't think that was ever going to happen. But I guarantee you that they rallied for this move to happen. And sure enough, Sony had to bend. And now MLB is going to be coming. So I'll take this trade-off. I will take this trade-off. Yes, PlayStation fans get Cuphead. Cuphead was never owned by Microsoft, but they helped bring that game to the masses because they were in financial trouble. And it's one of the best platformers out there this generation, hands down. But it's actually, just for what it's the most unique game because of its artistic style and its music. So it's a game that I think everybody should give it a try. If you haven't, you should. It's hard as hell. You'll get frustrated, but it's one of those games that, I just think that you just look at and appreciate, and this will be one of those games that will be put up there in probably in a lot of people's top 10, definitely top 20 of their favorite games, or some of the coolest looking games of this gen. And then it's going on PlayStation now. It is what it is, man. They don't own it. Microsoft don't own it. Now, again, the Switch got Ori, and so again, it gave the stands a lot of those type of, those little talking points, those narratives to say, Xbox is going to go third party and all that other crazy stuff. It's just business. It's just business. There are smaller titles, but I will definitely take off this trade-off because you don't see any of these PlayStation fanboys going crazy talking about, hey, MLB is coming over. They just don't. They won't. They were upset about it. We seen that they were going crazy at the time, but they don't see anything about the trade-off. So fine, I'll take that because Xbox fans has been needing a baseball game for a very long time, and I understand that there's a lot of people that's not into sports per se, but baseball, if you got football, basketball, you need baseball, you need golf, you need tennis. So you need to, and we definitely need boxing. I don't know why EA keeps on going to UFC, which I don't have a problem with UFC, but I mean, I love boxing. I think we still need boxing for sure. But no, for baseball to come over is huge, and it's one of those games that the PlayStation fanboys has been touting forever. So again, these are two things that they're just not talking about, and I think that people need to address it because they don't. They just won't. They'd rather talk about Domino's Pizza. They'd rather talk about everything else, but they do not want to address the fact that these games, that look, there was a trade-off, and PlayStation is starting to send their games over to other platforms as well. We already know that Horizon Zero Dawn is just a couple of days away to coming over to the PC. Death Stranding is already on PC. There's rumors of God of War getting ready to come over to PC. And their first notion is hey, just throw that same shade back at them. Just throw that shade right back at them. Because when they say, oh, well, that game has been 2 or 3 years old and it's old now, so who cares? So just throw it back with Cuphead. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. No big deal. So those are the things right there that they need to be paying attention to. So it sucks. I kind of want to get more into it, but I can't see anything. I can't see a chat. Don't know what's going on. So I apologize. So I'm probably going to have to wrap it up. I just wanted to make it. I wasn't going to be as long as I was the other day talking about Halo. And then my dog is over here acting crazy. So I don't know if he wants to go outside, if he needs to go outside, or if he's ready to go to bed. It's one or the other. So I got to get out of here. I got so much stuff going on right now. What you want, boy? What you want? He's looking at me crazy. All right. So I guess he's over. Yeah, oh yeah. He's over here. He's smelling himself. He just farted. I got to get out of here. All right, man. I'll talk to you guys later. I'll patch up whatever I need to patch up, and then I'll put it up there. But man, for everybody in the chat, I apologize. I do not see the chat. But hey, I appreciate you guys coming and checking out the stream, and for when you came in earlier before it got shut down. I will have another video up talking about something else here probably in the next couple of days. And if not, I don't, then just wait for the GRG podcast to come out every Friday. I will be streaming tonight. I'll probably be streaming some Grounded. And then after I get done with playing some Grounded, try to see if I can catch up with some people to join. If not, then I'll just go solo. Try to fight off some insects and try to learn how to build and play that game. And then I'll jump on some Ghost of Tsushima. So come and join me on Twitch. That would be greatly appreciated, man. Thank you for checking out the video. Sorry about the issues, but hey, man, it is what it is, man. Technology is fantastic. All right, man, I'm coming, Briggs. I'm out. Everybody have a good one. Peace.